Hi, I'm Rashad Phillips of Sports Talk 2319, and I'm so excited today to bring to you one of my favorite NBA draft prospects, Alondes Williams out of Wake Forest. Alondes, welcome to the show.
Man, it was good. It was good.
Look, I'm normally in my studio, but today I'm on the road. I'm traveling. I'm working, so I'm in my hotel room. But it was like, no, I got to talk to my guy. Got to get you on the show. Got to break it all down. It was December 21st. We got to pull it up. December 21st, 2021. And I tweeted about you on that date. And I talked about how special of a player that you were. And I could see the trajectory of you as a player and your NBA potential. So I put that tweet out there. You speed everything up. You became the ACC Player of the Year. You averaged 18.5 points a game, 6.4 rebounds, 5.2 assists. But before we get into the stats, before we get into all that, the first question I have for you, Alondes, is what was the reason for you choosing Wake Forest? And what was your mindset going into this season?
I just didn't get the opportunity that I needed, that I want at Oklahoma. So, coming in, I wanted to be a point guard. I wanted to show NBA people that I could be more than just an athlete, like a freak athlete. I wanted to show people that I can pass, I can square wheel, I could do everything else too. So, when I was getting recruited by other schools and stuff, I was telling coaches that I wanted to be a point guard. And a lot of people always say they want to be a point guard, and they really don't be a point guard. So, as I was telling the coaches and stuff, I could kind of see that, in their face, that kind of be not interested like that no more. So, I kind of seeing Coach Ford that he was all right. He was he kind of was feeling what I was saying, and he kind of went back to seeing more film on me, and he got to believing in what I was saying to him.
Yeah.
And then another thing with it was just we had the connection because we both was JUCO people. He was a JUCO coach.
Yep.
I was a JUCO player. So the connection was already there. I always wanted a player coach. And that's how he was. He was goofy. But he know when to be serious. That's how I am. I'm goofy, but I know when to be serious and stuff. And it was between them and St. Joe's, and he had talked to me on the Zoom. He was like, "Come on, man! You want to play on ESPN radio? We want to be on ESPN TV every day." And I was like, "You got a point right there."
I'm glad you brought up the term point guard because I'm really big on positions, and obviously I have my own position metric. And I believe you are a combo guard, and the definition of a combo guard is a player that has point guard characteristics.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people overlook that because of your body frame. Being 6'5", over 200 pounds, you don't think point guard. So you don't think distribution. But to look at your stats, for people who don't know, you were second in the ACC in scoring, and you were tied for first in the ACC in assists as a combo guard. So I want to talk about something that it really hasn't been highlighted across the masses, and it's hiding in plain sight. It's your ability to distribute, facilitate, and make players around you better. That has not been highlighted about your game. Everybody talks about your great athleticism, your ability to score, but nobody talks about your facilitation. So I'm going to say this, and I'm not just saying this because you're on my show, but I've watched your tape. I've studied the film. I've really looked at it from top to bottom. I believe that you are the best passer in this draft. And obviously there's other great passers in this draft. But when I look at your film and watch how you throw guys open, I like to say, you make the right reads. It's fun to watch, But it's like, wow, he's really making these plays at 6'5", 200 pounds. So here's what a lot of other people don't know. So you played at 220, right? You played at 230. I was trying to be generous. You played at 230, and today you are 205.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, and that's a testament to the work that you put in over the last few months. So you think 6'5", 230 is more like a linebacker, but right? You think great passers go with guys my size, 5'9", 5'10", $180, but you are a rarity. You being a combo guard, leading the ACC in assists, it makes you a rare study. And I think NBA teams need to really pay attention to that. And that's why, for me, I believe you're a first round pick, you're a first round talent, because you're able to distribute the ball. So here's my question to you. Has distributing the ball been something you focus on going into the game? And is that something that can translate to the NBA level for you?
Like, yeah, something like most of the times, yeah, because like my game plan coming in the game is really like, cause I know a lot of people know that I can score and I'm a big body. So like, they really just focusing on me when I drive and things like that. So, I just be trying to like find my teammates and open people. So like, I can like, the other team will be like, all right, he ain't scoring the ball like that. So now they ain't gonna be, hogging the paint no more. So now it's gonna be open up beat. So that's why I always be like, all right, I'm gonna start the game on with just passing it, getting my team involved.
Filling it out.
Yeah, getting my team involved, getting them comfortable. So like I ain't the only one that get the feeling like, all right, I could do this. Like, make them feel like they can be like, all right, I can score the ball. I'm hot right now. I'm warm at least, So yeah, so like my whole mindset would be like, distributing the ball a lot, getting my team involved so we all could be happy at the end of the day.
So I can speak from experience though, Alondes, because when I played at the University of Detroit, I led the conference in scoring and assists as well, and that's a rare thing to do. You have to be you have to have a certain amount of skill and awareness to be able to manage both of those traits and be dominant at both of those traits at the same time. And you carry that. There's not a lot of players in this draft that have two dominant skill traits like yourself. So when you go onto my website, sportstalk2319.com, I give small forecasts on about 80 prospects. I normally only give out 2 skill stamps per player, but I gave you 3 skill stamps, and there's only like 3 or 4 players out of the 80 players that had multiple skill stamps. So your position for me is a combo guard. I think you're a combo because you're a terrific point guard and you can play shooting guard. So you have like that perfect mix. So I call you a combo guard. Your skill stamps is scorer, utility, and high flyer. So here's what I wrote about you. Here's my scouting report. So I got to read it out to you. The ACC Player of the Year transferred in from Oklahoma and brought excitement to Wake Forest. Alondes' one-on-one ability is his calling card. He has terrific body control, excellent vision, and great athleticism. Alondes is one of my favorite prospects in this draft. A first-round pick in my eyes, and could be a good spark coming off the bench. What do you think about that forecast?
I can't complain about that. Only the bench part, I come off the bench, but I feel like come up and get a little
man. You got to work your way in. You got to work your way in. You got to work your way in. So here's the thing. I compared you to Desmond Bane when I first saw you, and people automatically kind of jump to the 3-point shooting. Like, oh, well, he doesn't shoot the 3 like Desmond and what have you. But they didn't dig deep enough to really grasp what I meant when I talked about you being a lot like Desmond Bain. When I made the comparison, I was talking about across the board, like minutes, production, defense, efficiency, toughness. Like that's what I was comparing you guys to. It wasn't just 3-point shooting. It was across the board. If you look at Desmond Bain at TCU, across the board, he was just productive. So when I use that comparison, that's what I was talking about. Here's my last question. So if I'm a GM and of an NBA team, obviously, I'm asking you, what can Alondes Williams bring to my team?
Basically, all what you just said about what Desmond do, bring a lot of energy to the team, bring in defense, bring in a lot of playmaking, whatever the coach need me to do, really, like, you need me to score, I can score. You need me to facilitate, I can facilitate. I can be a great third option, a decoy, need help to score a ball. I get our best player the ball, get them in a good position to do anything, so I can do whatever the coach need me to do.
That's the key to becoming a professional, Alondes, is being able to find your niche when you first get there, and be selfless. Being able to help the next guy do whatever it takes, on practice, on time, watching film, doing whatever you have to get on the floor to be productive. And I believe the skill traits that you have across the board, I have no doubt in my mind that that's where you will be at the next level. Your ability to score, facilitate, defend, lead, all the above is why that I have you rated as a first-round talent, and I believe you'll have a long career in the NBA. Your story, Alondes, and I told you this before, is that your story is so inspiring to the next basketball player. You went from JUCO to one college and to the next college, and you bet on yourself and becoming an ACC Player of the Year because you really believed in your own ability. And 10 years, 15 years down the line, your story is going to spark or inject confidence in the next Alondes Williams of taking a chance and betting on themselves and getting to the next level. So I'm excited again to watch your growth, to watch your name get called, to watch you put on the NBA uniform, because you have exactly what it takes to be a special player, a productive player at the NBA level. So I want to thank you for joining me at Sports Talk 2319.
It was nice for you to have me, man.
We'll stay in touch. You know that, right?
Yeah, for sure.